Hi friends, welcome to your yoga practice today. I'm Sarah and so grateful to have you in my YouTube community. So this is a well-rounded, nice full body practice, a good everyday flow for any time of day. Grab your mat and let's get started. So we'll start today's practice laying down on the back. So go ahead and meet me on the back, resting with your legs extended for a couple of moments. And you're letting that belly soften out. All the tension and stress that you might be carrying in your belly can dissolve, and as your lower back rests into the floor, and we'll rest our hands on the belly anywhere that's comfortable, closing your eyes and tuning into the rising and falling of your breath. Relax your face, relax your eyes, and give yourself permission to be here in this moment, letting everything else outside the space of this practice today, letting everything else fall away. As you scan your body and check in with how you feel, I'm just going to start to rotate the toes around. So you let your toes open to the right and then point and then flex and then open. And just create these circles like you're tracing almost a figure 8 on the ceiling with your toes. As we start to waken up and feel that chaining of the action from your heels right up through your lower back, right up through the base of the skull. And then we're going to flex the feet, reach your arms overhead, take a big full inhale, stretching your fingertips away from your heels. Then exhale, let it out your mouth. Open your arms out into a cactus. Bring your soles of feet together, knees splay open. Finding a moment here in this recline bound angle position to allow the tailbone to fall toward your feet and bring your focus into the place where the thigh bones connect to the pelvis. And we'll slowly squeeze the knees in to bring your feet on the floor, hip width distance apart. Take a moment to consider your intention for practice today and your reason for showing up on the mat. And let that intention help inspire your effort today. So we're in cactus arms. Press through your feet, lift up the hips and pelvis, coming into this bridge pose with cactus arms. Elbows are aligned with your shoulder sockets. Inhale, and when you exhale, we're coming into scarecrow arms. So we're going to rotate those upper arm bones, bringing your fingertips down to the floor. At the same time, you bring your hips to the ground. And we'll move with our breath. On the inhale, lift up, arms to a cactus. Lift your chest, engage your leg muscles, your glutes. And then exhale, scarecrow, rotating, internally rotating those upper arms, keeping the arms at about a right angle. And then inhale, cactus, lift your hips. And then exhale, lower scarecrow. And when your lower back rests, the fingers touch. And we'll do one more inhale, lift, chest to chin, dragging the shoulders underneath. And then exhale, lower down. Scarecrow arms, good. And then when you rest your lower back, flip those palms up into cactus arms. And then slowly stretch your arms up overhead, fingertips reach away from your toes. Inhale, exhale, hug your right knee in toward your body, give it a squeeze. Then cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh and thread the needle, coming into figure 4 pose. So your interlace of your hands can be in the left knee crease or the front of the shin. Flex your feet and gently press your right lower back into the ground. And you could even lightly close your eyes as you rock side to side and notice how your right hip and back are feeling today. Lingering there, just another moment as you traction that left thigh in toward your body and then uncross, find full happy baby, reaching for your ankles, your shins, or right around toward the outer edges of the feet. Soles of feet face the sky and gently rock. Nice line of energy flowing from crown to tail as we even out the hips and pelvis. And then go ahead and release, soles of feet onto the floor, reach your arms overhead. Inhale, stretching your fingertips away from your toes. You could lift your hips up for an inhale. Little bridge pose with arms overhead. And then exhale, melt down slowly. And when you let your lower back melt down, hug your left knee in, traction that left thigh toward your side waist. Then cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh and thread the needle Left hand slipping in between that triangular space, and the hands interlaced in the right knee crease or the front of the shin. We're flexing the feet, taking this moment to pause and open your left hip. Now, the shoulder blades stay relaxing down into the floor, and a little subtle rocking side to side is welcome. And connecting back to your breath. So noticing that flow of your breath, smooth and steady through your nose. Relaxing all the tension away from your face. And let's hug that right thigh in toward your body. Uncross back to full happy baby. Hands reaching for the outer feet if possible, or just the outer shins is fine. A couple rocking side to side, nice and loose through the lower back. Take a full inhale through your nose. Exhale it out your mouth. And we'll release either ankle on top. And let's rock and roll on the spine. We're going to rock right up to sit. And we're going to roll right over the knees. And let's find our way up into a downward facing dog, lifting your hips high and pedaling out your feet. Finding a nice lift and lengthen up through the sitting bones. Inhale, exhale, let it out. We'll make our way forward into plank. Bring your knees down, feet are flat. When you exhale, come into a child's pose. From child's pose, press through the tops of the feet. As you inhale, lift your hips and slide your right foot forward wider than your right wrist. Turning your right toes out a couple of degrees, coming into a lizard lunge. And we're going to hold in lizard lunge with your nose and your gaze pointing straight ahead. So we're having the arms pretty straight. And we're allowing the inner thighs to move apart. So we have this right knee over the heel. Good. Hold. This is a great place to work. If it's available, we're going to point the left toes toward the sky and just get a little stretch through that left quadriceps. And if it's available, you can take your right hand onto the outer right thigh, or you can reach around and try to catch the toes. It's okay if you're not able to get there today. Lean back a little bit and look over to your right shoulder. Find an inhale. And then exhale. We're going to gently release with care without slingshotting that foot back. Tuck those left toes. Lift your left thigh. And then slide that right leg back right into downward dog. Very good. Drift your way into an effortless plank, lengthening through the crown. And then as you exhale, maintain a line from back of head to tail. Lower down, chaturanga. Come onto your belly. Inhale into a little cobra. Exhale, press back into child's pose. Hips to heels. Now on your inhale, slide your left foot forward, wider than your left wrist. Coming into lizard lunge. The left toes are pointing out slightly. Staying up on tented fingers, or palms can come right down. Nose and gaze straight ahead. Shoulder blades drawing together on the back. Let your inner thighs move apart. So we're getting a nice deep stretch through the inner thigh groins and psoas muscles. Breathing there. Now you can work there, find place to stay, or if you're up for it, go ahead and point your right toes toward the back of your head. Your left hand can come toward the outer thigh. Find place to work. Nice pointed right foot. You could reach back and catch that right foot with your left hand. Nothing too extreme. If it's too much, skip that part. Inhale, arch through the upper back. Lean back a little bit through your upper body. And then exhale, gently release without slingshotting that foot. Very carefully release. The back toes under, the back toes are tucked. Lift your right thigh, lift your hips, and very slowly slide that left foot back into a plank. Lower all the way down onto your belly as you exhale. Exhaling out. And then inhale, coming up into a back bend. And then exhale, tuck the toes. One more downward dog. So that nice hip opening lunge sequence there. Pedaling out your feet. And we're coming forward into tabletop. Let's go ahead and swing the ankles underneath. Slide the legs forward. Extend your legs out straight. Now slide that right heel in toward the sitting bone and open your right knee to the right. So we're finding Janu Shirsasana position. Let the outer right knee fall open. And then let's take our left fingertips over to the left, reach your right arm up, take a little side bend, letting that right fingertip reach away from your right knee. And we're gonna inhale, and then we're gonna exhale, do the other side. Right fingertips or palm down, left arm up and over. Big inhale through that left side. Exhale, come on up, reach both arms up, look up, and then reach forward for that left foot. If you're able to grab the foot or the ankle or the shin, and then fold and peek at your left hip. And breathe there, spreading your chest toward that left foot. Find the breath under the right shoulder blade, into the right lower back, liver, kidney area. Exhale, drops the tail toward the earth, and you move a little more into the fold. And then drop the tail slowly, come on up. Bring your right knee in, give that right foot a press. Slide your right heel out and bring that left heel in. We're gonna open the left knee, coming into the same position. Start with your right hand sliding away, and then reach your left arm up. Left fingertips are stretching away from your left knee. So how does your neck feel? You can look at your right hand, or you can turn your gaze up toward the sky if that's available. Inhale, exhale, we're gonna come up to center. Let's do the other side bend. Left fingertips inch away from your right hip, and your right fingertips reach overhead away from that right hip. You keep dropping that right thigh bone down. Those right toes are pointing straight up. One more inhale, exhale, coming back. Reach both arms up for an inhale, looking up. Exhale, reach for that right foot or ankle or shin, and then fold. And we're gazing at that right hip. We're spreading our chest toward the right foot and breathing that left side down into the kidney band, down toward that descending colon area. Finding that full exhale to pull the belly in. You may be able to touch your forehead toward the shin. Letting those shoulder blades nestle down onto your back. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the tail, come on up. And then bring that left knee in. Extend your left heel out. The feet are nice and flexed. Inhale, reach up, palms forward. Exhale, cactus arm really strong. Lift up your heart, little back bend on your inhale. Exhale, belly in, reach for your toes. And looking down. So we're taking this nice full back body stretch. It's always nice to have a balanced yoga practice that moves the whole body, moves all the joints as much as it can be in the range of motion that you have available. And we'll go ahead and set up. And then great job coming down onto your back slowly. Returning onto the back. We're resting in Shavasana on the back now, taking time to totally unwind. Take up a little space, kind of open your heels, open your arms. Let the whole body unwind from the center energetic core, the midline, all the way out into the fingers and toes. Imagine all the cells are equally awake and aware and relaxed, and all the systems reset. And we can reconnect to a sense of your innately peaceful self when all the stress and pressure of the external world falls away and you arrive in the present moment in your body. Knowing that you have within you all the tools and capabilities that you need. We can mine them out and hone them and improve them, while at the same time having a lot of compassion for exactly where you're at any given time. Being with your breath, being with your heartbeat, starting to find a gratitude practice for anything at all, wiggling fingers and toes and Inviting that gratitude into your mind, your heart, your body. We're going to sweep the arms overhead, take a big full stretch. In fact, let's reach the heels away from your hips, reach your fingers away from your shoulders. Nice X marks the spot. Big full inhale. Exhale, curl everything into a little ball and let your head fall back. We're going to rock side to side. Give your lower back a little love. Also give yourself a little love, a little compassion. And remembering your intention, gradually and slowly and mindfully roll to either side and press on up to sit. Arriving up in a tall seat, crossing either ankle on top. Let's inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down through the central channel. And I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful, as always, for your presence here. And I really appreciate if you can like, share, subscribe, and hit that super thanks button, giving me a little tip for my efforts. I really appreciate it. And of course, I look forward to seeing you again. So keep it up. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.